Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. Today's reading is going to be how they feel, think, and act when you're around. We've got 3 piles: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So if you want to choose a pile, and just hope if you've got somebody in your head, if it's your nan or your grandma, that it doesn't turn out romantic. So if you want to take your choice, then we'll get going.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Okay, right then. Hi there, pile number 1. So how does your person think, feel, and act when you're around? When I first put these cards out, I got the general feeling that it was a relationship that had started, got close, and possibly pulled apart again. I'm going to go through each bit by bit so it unrolls slowly, and I'll tell you why I thought that. Your person's coming across as the 5th house of Mars. Now, Mars is really happy in the 5th house because it's just very passionate, it's very forthright, interested in sport and recreation and gambling and just general fun. It's the house that Mars can be a kid in, but it's a bossy kid. It likes to be the centre of everything and anything. But your person is also coming across here as the shadow self. So I think right from the very beginning that your person has fallen in love. And it's kicked off, started off, this attraction has been known and shown, and then there's been pulling back for reasons I'm going to try and look into as I go, and there's a lot of watching. So this person feels frustrated. That's how they feel. They feel frustrated. When they see you, they feel frustrated because I think they're quite forthright and they like things to move. They possibly could be quite athletic or just enjoy sport or just enjoy movement, travelling, and getting things going. They're not the type of person possibly to sit at home and ruminate about things. But with this shadow self here, because you've got Mars here, either your person has that Scorpio bit around them where they do retract and watch, and you may be able to feel them watching. This person feels as if they can't get closer to you. I'm guessing from these cards, but I'm just feeling they're putting them out and then reading this. I'm going to go through bit by bit and see if things change. So my first thing that I'm picking up is that they feel frustrated. They feel passion. They want to move forward because that's part of their personality, but they feel as if there's a lot of watching and waiting for you possibly to make your move, and then they may even mirror it or do something similar. They're almost looking at you to see how they can act. Right. In the past and for the situation surroundings and basically what's happened and why you're asking the question, these in your eyeline. You've got the lovers and you've got the high priestess. So to me, this feels like it's a passionate, secret relationship, or you have possibly been lovers, but you're not allowed to tell anybody. There could be some secret something about it, something underhand. I'm going to say underhand because that's the 7 of Swords. Something that's not been revealed or can't be revealed. But with the lovers behind makes me feel that you have either been lovers or there's definitely a really strong connection between you two, and I wonder whether you just can't show it, or one of you is showing it and then the other one doesn't, so the other one pulls back with this card here and vice versa. So it's almost like a secretive flip game. You play your card and then they play their card, and it's just maybe a little bit back and forth. Right, what they're actually feeling, and they may not admit this to themselves, is they are just generally, because you've got the 6 of Swords here, what they're feeling, and this is with 2 of Wands for them as well. So they're feeling, with these cards here, they're feeling as if they've made a real connection, and there's a lot of thinking going on with this person. They really are dwelling over you in their minds. It's almost as if it's the same thoughts going over and over again. I think once you get together, it's almost as if they pull back and overthink a little bit too much. They think about what they said, how their looks may have come across, and whether they came across well. And I'll come to that a little bit more in a minute. So Two of Wands to me is almost like it's movement that's still thought but hasn't got going. So this is how they feel that they come across, as if it's a bit stop-start and they just can't get moving with you. But the Six of Swords here with you both sat in a boat, to me Six of Swords makes me feel of healing, because you're moving from like choppy water to smoother water. So I think they're going over what you've said and the things you've said to each other and almost trying to make them soothe themselves, like a pacifier in some way. They're definitely overthinking. So how do they feel? They feel a little bit frustrated. They feel blocked. And what are they thinking about? They're just overthinking. They're overthinking your interactions and they're overthinking where to go next. And this must be absolutely killing them, because with the 5th house of Mars, that's just movement and fun and excitement. And they're coming across as the Two of Wands, which is, there's no action with the Two of Wands. It's basically, it's ready to move, it's ready to jump, but it's still thinking it over. Right, let's go a little bit. I think how they've acted when they've been around you. I think that they have tried to be very open. I think that they've tried to make small indications of how they find you attractive or their thoughts towards you. I think you communicate very well, because you've got the 8 of Wands here, and there's a lot of good communication. I think it's quite easy flowing, forthright, and quite passionate. I think that you just generally express yourselves very well with each other. The Princess of Cups makes me think that you probably do let each other know your feelings, even in small little ways. If there's other people around you, there will be bits that you slip into conversation that will let the other one know that you're interested. Now the Star here for me makes me think distance. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. The Star for me normally doesn't mean distance in most readings, but you're coming across as the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords makes me think that this relationship that started off as the lovers and is almost lacking that getting going feeling is not there at the moment. I think you've been pulled apart in some way, or you can't get as close as you'd like to be. And so the Star to me makes me think there's distance, and they're probably recognizing there is distance there, but I think you probably feel it more so. You feel as if you can't get close to them, and they just think that you are just distant. They're just frustrated. And then the Hangman at the end, there's just watching. There is frustration. There's a lot of overthinking. There's a lot of, it just feels, I don't know what the word is. I don't even know what stultify means. I think I made it up. But it's that feeling of being stultified. Of this. It's that feeling of this. It's almost as if you've got feelings, because this is over the man's heart. Or woman's heart, doesn't really matter. And they're just trapped inside without being able to move forward. So to me, this past speaks of frustration. Even if you don't find it frustrating, I think the person, the man or woman that you're asking about, actually feels quite frustrated. Because I think there's been a real connection, and I think they've tried to let you know how they feel about you. Yeah, you've got the 10 of Wands here too. It's been hard work. Your communication is good. There's distance. There's definitely romance or passionate feelings if they haven't been consummated in some way. And you've got the Two of Swords here with you showing you're separate. They're just thinking about it, and the end result is just upside down, trying to figure out what happened and what's happening. And this, I don't think, is part of your person's personality. I think your person is not one to not act. You've got some cards down here which I tried to put down for a little bit more of an insight in the actual situations when you do get together. I haven't got lots of people around. I was wondering whether there's going to be lots of people, whether, you know, sometimes you can't show your feelings, but I have a feeling that because you've got the Two of Cups here, I wonder whether you have had time together to express yourselves and you both know how you both feel about each other. They're all cup cards, they're all emotional cards. So I have the feeling that you, with the Lovers behind, that you two have been in a relationship, even if it's just been for 5 minutes, if you know what I mean. Right, let's have it. Okay. Yeah, let's go. I've got some more cards here. This is basically to get a little insight for me how the relationship has developed. So over here we've got the thinking power, and this person is thinking. They've got the Nine of Swords, the Princess of Pentacles, and the World. So they think this relationship has ended. They've got the World and Nine of Swords. There's upset in their mind. There's upset, and there's anxiety, and there's the World is basically just sucking it all in and saying, you know, that's it, almost tying a knot in it. And they're trying to think of some practical way to keep moving forward with you. They just don't, I don't think this person feels like they can move with you. Yeah, they're coming up. Their feelings are coming up as the King of Wands. So to me, the King of Wands with the Mars and 5th house, I think that person's quite fiery. I don't think they're the type of person that likes relationships. I'm thinking more of a Scorpio person or somebody that likes a long lead up to relationships. They like things to possibly have a lot of rumbling passion that's probably not, doesn't have to be immediately, I'm going to say consummate again because that's only what I can think of from saying it down here. But the King of Wands, it wants excitement straight away. It wants movement, it wants passion, it wants the relationship to feel alive all the time. And then they're coming up with their feelings if their heart's been broken, but they're reminiscing about the past. So your person is really, really frustrated. Something possibly has happened between you two that's pulled you both apart, and this person's feeling it and they're almost reminiscing over the past, but is not within their temperament because they need to move forward. Right, how are they acting? They are acting confused. The Moon to me with all these cards that we've already talked about is confused. It's emotions that don't really know how to sit right in their mind. They don't know what to grasp onto, they don't know what's happened or what may have happened or what you've said, and they're overthinking it, and they don't really know where they stand. With the Eight of Pentacles is something where they want to work together. They may act as if, I wonder whether your person tries to make moves towards you in a practical way and has offered for you to work together. Because the Eight of Pentacles is normally, it's people who knuckle down and get things done in a practical way. So if there's a work connection here, I wonder whether that's the way they're trying to keep moving towards you because there's no action here or there's not as much as they would like. And they're confused. So the only way they know how to come towards you is through actually offering to possibly work with you or turning up where they can see you or that type of thing. But I think at the moment, with the way that the relationship has gone, this person's self-worth is a little bit low. Because the way they act, they've got the Five of Pentacles, they do feel as if they're shut out. And I think they're really trying hard to get closer to you. There's confusion there. I think your person, right, I'm going to start summing you up. I think your person is a straightforward person. They seem the type, if it's a man, it's like a man's man. They're, as in like, because I'm getting the 5th house of Mars, it makes me think of, I'm trying to think of people in my life like that, who are like sports people, who they say what they mean and they mean what they say. There's not a lot of emotion going on in there, apart from if it's leading to something. I'm thinking of my dad here. And this person is definitely feeling the shadow self and the Five of Pentacles. You've got this person looking inward, and I don't think the type of person that likes to look inward too much. You've got them stuck, and I think they're finding it quite painful. It's making them look at themselves and how they've acted, and I'm wondering whether it's uncomfortable for this type of personality. They feel as if there's something secret, but they've definitely felt connection in the past. I think it almost weighs upon them, the fact that they can't move. There's distance, there has been good communication. I wonder if you still are communicating, but there's just not that getting together bit. I think the relationship may have even split further apart, even though you're possibly still talking. There's some secret here. I don't know if one of you's hiding your feelings from the other or has hidden feelings, but then there's still a connection in the past. Either way, this person feels like they have their feet bound, their arms bound and their mouth bound, and they just can't move towards you. They can't really say that much to pull you in. The only way they think they can do this is by doing something practical towards you, like offering to do something or being there when you pass or that type of thing. Okay. This person feels shut out. I think your person feels shut out, and I think I'm feeling that it's from your end that they feel shut out and they feel like the relationship has ended and they've just got to think of things practically now. But I think they're quite hurt. They're reminiscing over the connection that you had, without doubt, because you've got the Six of Cups and you've got the Lovers behind here. But I do think that they feel really hurt. I think they feel the relationship's over and there's no way they can get it back. And all they know what to do is either move forward in a practical sense or move forward in a practical sense. Or the King of Wands is just somebody who stops trying to think emotionally and starts trying to move forward. Just cuts off and starts something else, which sounds really, really cruel here. But this person is definitely confused and they feel as if they've been pushed out of the situation and they can't get close to you. And they've got the Eight of Pentacles here. They're trying hard to keep on moving with it, but it's almost as if they're hitting a brick wall every time. I really do think you have exchanged some reciprocated emotions, as in you've got the Lovers and you've got the Two of Cups and you've got cup cards surrounding that. So I do think that you both know how you feel about each other, but it's just not moving. And it's frustrating. So to sum you up, pile number one, how do they feel about you? They feel a real connection. They feel as if you have been together in the past, that it's something that they hold very close to their heart. And I think they're quite passionate cards as well. But there's a heavy feeling with it, as if all they can offer you is small amounts compared to what you possibly may have shown in the past. They feel as if there's distance too. What they're thinking is they're overthinking. They're reminiscing of what's happened and the connection that you've had, but there's also, they're thinking what to do next. They feel trapped. There's confusion and they feel trapped. So how they act when they're around you. I'm guessing act is the hardest one out of all this. I'm guessing this person puts on a face, because I think your person's quite passionate, but you've got the shadow self with the hidden eyes here. This is where I'm thinking about the passion is. There's the fifth house, there's the Mars here, but this person's hiding behind all that. So I think your person, when they see you, puts on a face and tries to hide their passion. They may communicate really well, they may be quite charming, but there's almost like there's a distance there between you now, and they almost want to keep that because it's so painful to them. Because you've got this Three of Swords here. I think they feel like they've let you in and it's not worked, and they're wondering where it can go from here without them getting it. There's no cards to say they're hurt. Oh yes, there are, I lied. Without getting hurt. Yeah, their self-esteem is low and they're confused. Right, pile number one. Actually, no, I can't leave you by that. That's just mean. Okay, give me a second. Let me just think when I look at this pile here. Your advice is, please don't take this if it doesn't ring true, your advice is to basically talk to them. because I think you have had good communication in the past, and you've got the Sun. Your advice here, without doubt, this is really clear, is to be truthful, be honest, and communicate. And then you've got the Tower. I didn't know, sorry, I hid that. I sort of hid it, then I brought it out. You've got the Tower after this. So I think if there's some secrecy in this, and you are open and honest, I think it's going to be a bit of a shocker. It's going to pull things apart, but that your advice is still that. Now that's strong advice, because I wouldn't advise anybody who I don't know, and this is like, a general read, to do something that's going to wreck homes and houses and relationships. So take that with a pinch of salt, but if there's some way that you can communicate openly and honestly, and in like a childlike way, when you express your feelings when you're a kid, and you tell people all the things that you like and love without the thought of it taking something away from you. That's what I would probably advise. If you go too far, if you basically put the dog in the garden and run off together and leave your wife or husband at home, that will be the Tower moment. That very possibly could be, but you need to use your own discretion in that. But those cards, to me, just reading the cards, and it's a general read, be honest, be open, tell the truth, and it could be a shocker. It could be an upturning of your energy or your situation. Right, pile number 1. I hope that helps in some way. Good luck with that. I do get the general feeling there that you have an established relationship, in the fact that you both know that there's a strong connection. I think your person is quite feisty and quite forward and quite passionate, and I think they feel blocked, so the frustration is definitely there. They're feeling hurt, they're feeling shut out, and they're reminiscing and overthinking, and I don't think overthinking is something that comes to them naturally. They've pulled back, they're watching. Right, pile number 1, good luck with that relationship. If any of that rings true, can you let me know in the comments section? Thank you very much for joining me today. And I hope to see you again. Don't do anything too drastic. Don't sell the dog and put your house up for sale and run off with the milkman. Right, bye. Okay, pile number 2. I never ever have a song in my head. You see other tarot readers and they've got songs and this, I think, well, no, I'll just leave that for now. And as I was doing this, I thought the most awful song, I don't even know, and the words of it actually do ring true. I don't know who sings it, but it's I'm working my way back to you, babe, with burning love inside. And I've never had that before. So that was the feeling that I got when I was pulling out these cards. And you just be glad I didn't sing it. Who did sing that? Working my way back to you, babe. I don't know. Right, your person's coming across. If you wanted somebody who you're interested in a romantic sense, this was the pile. Your person is coming across as in love and wanting to communicate. You may be in some sort of communication already. You may know each other through this sounds really weird, some form of communication, as in like Facebook, anything on the internet. You may just pass each other on short journeys, or you may possibly work together. You may teach together. There may be just you may share some, this sounds really bizarre, I don't even know what I'm talking about, some form of communication that you have in common that's a big issue, rather than the fact you just pass and talk. This person feels like you're the one. They feel this connection, and it's a strong. Eros is underrated. It's so underrated. People look at your astrology charts, you look at the planets, and then if you ever look at Eros, or you ever become obsessed with somebody, or you're basically blown off your feet, and then if you're an astrologer and you're looking at Pluto or Uranus, you've got to look at Eros. It's just it's strong. It's really strong. And this is how this person feels. They feel as if you're the one, and they feel that you're both equal. They feel that when they talk to you or when you're together, as if you feel the same. They can sense it from you, but they feel as if it's an equal flow. They see themselves in you and it's just a feeling. Sorry there, it just cuts off, but there is a huge feeling of competition and having to work hard. Right, let's go through the cards bit by bit. So this person, let's take these two first. Okay, this person sees you as being very grounded and very luscious. I just made that word up, luscious. There's that feeling of, you know, that man or woman who's really at home in their body, who's very attractive, who's even got like, you know, that shiny haired person that you're in school with, you used to sit behind and their hair was really shiny, you're really jealous because mine looked like a haystack. That's you. You're a shiny haired lady, shiny haired man whose clothes fit nicely, that don't rumple, who can cook, who's basically just got the sexy body. That's how they see you. And with the High Priestess behind, it's almost the same as if you're quite magical and mystical, but almost untouchable. And there's almost like a secret feel about it, as if they don't really know how to show you how they feel, because I think they find you, it's almost like with these two cards together, it's like I'm going to say what I'm thinking because it sounds bizarre. But I don't know if you're British or whether you're, well, I don't know where everybody's coming from, because I know there's quite a few in America. But we have programs on here that have like ladies who cook and estate agents, and they're always like really sexy, but in I know it sort of way, and they've got, you know, big curvy bodies, and they're very confident, and there's just something really sexy about them. And I think that's how this person sees you, but it's almost as if you're untouchable sexy. So I think they feel almost childlike. Their feelings for you, they feel as if they're ignited, but they're just trying to come towards you. It's like a new beginning. They're trying to show their feelings and their passion towards you, but there's a lot of watching and waiting on their part. They feel as if they are doing a lot of hoping and wishing. Oh, I was going to do another song then, but I won't. No, don't do it. There's a lot of wanting you to come closer, but almost as if they've started things rolling, but they need more. Yeah, definitely. You've got this Three of Wands here. This man is looking and waiting. Something started off between you two. You know that the feelings are there between the pair of you, and this person is just almost, I was going to say sucking you towards them, but it's that feeling of like a pull, a vibrational pull, and they don't even know they're doing it. They've got the Magician here. So this person, without even knowing what they're doing, is thinking about you, and without knowing that that's how it works, is almost trying to, no, they're not trying, is manifesting you. You know when you think things so much that they actually do happen? You know, you've got a fear. So you've got a fear and you overthink it. Say, like, I don't know, think something really practical, like your car's going to break down, and then it does. This is the feeling I'm getting. This person's watching you, and they're thinking about you, and it's positive, and they want it to be reality, and then you appear. So you're in front of them, and then that's where they think that they've got a pathway in towards you. Now this is where the pathway comes. I think you are making your person work really hard, and I'm actually feeling quite sorry for them. They're coming across as, this is how I think probably how they act, because these are practical cards. Seven of Pentacles, it's like doing a little bit, giving you a little bit, and then trying to get a bit more, but then it's like it's so slow coming. And the Page of Pentacles, it's like little actions. It's not like a big new start like the Ace of Pentacles. It's all actions. They are actually showing how they feel in giving you things, or being there and helping you, or practically offering to do things for you. But it's little tidbits, because that's all they feel that they can do, and you're really making them work for it. You're coming across as really happy in yourself. You're coming across as Ten of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. I don't know whether you're married or just really in content with yourself, or really established, but it has a feeling of a mature man or a mature woman who's very regal and at ease themselves. And then you've got this almost this other person who's almost like in a peasant position, because you're dipping out little pentacles to them and they're just trying to chip away and get closer to you. And then when they get there, it's as if they feel as if there's too much competition. I'm looking for self-esteem cards on the right here. I haven't got any, but that's the feeling I'm getting. Let me just go through this and see if this marries in with this pile on the left. This pile on the left here is basically the flow of the relationship, and then I've got more detail here. What they're thinking, this person's holding back. They are thinking that they need to hold back. They're not quite sure what they're going to get from you. Even though we said that the feelings are reciprocated, at the moment they're still edging towards you. You've got the Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. The 2 3s together make me think that there could possibly be an extra person in a relationship, or they can't get to you because you're always in a group, or there's just somebody else that's on your mind, or there's just some competition that makes them stop and think. This person's quite passionate. They're probably very good at communicating. They may have let you know. No, not sure actually, because the High Priestess is secretive. They may have let you know how they feel. Because with Eros in the 3rd house, that's communication, that's passion. 2 of Cups is very good interaction, but the High Priestess suggests there might be some secrecy here. I mean, their feelings are, this is what I'm talking about, you making them work for pennies here. Their feelings are the Sun. So the Sun is, their feelings are very obvious to them. They're feeling passion and attraction. It's simple to me by looking at this pile here. And they're feeling childlike, that they want to let you know, they want to get started, they want everything just to basically be free and easy and open. But the 2 boundaries I would say in this relationship are other people possibly, and the fact that they feel that they have to work for pennies to get close to you. Their feelings coming across as the Sun, but on either side of the Sun you've got the 6 of Pentacles. It's once again, it's working towards something. It's trying to be helpful. It's trying to be there. It's trying to be, it's like dishing things out. One's position is above the other and you're just getting tidbits. Is tidbits actually a word, or is it tidbits? I'm going to say tidbits again. 8 of Pentacles as well, working slowly. So this person is really trying to get to you. They're not going to give you lots of gifts and, flower you with you. I don't know what I'm saying there. Basically give you lots of things to show they feel for you with material goods. They're the type of person who's going to just try and chip and get close to you. Right, how they're acting, I think that you may know this person. These last cards here, how they're acting, it's almost as if you know, with the 2 of Cups here and the Lovers, you know that there's attraction there, and then you've got the 3 of Swords behind here, and then you've got the Queen of Swords here. So this person is acting as if there's a relationship there that you know about, but it's causing them a lot of upset. That's quite obvious as well. Right, so pile number 2, what have you done to this person? This person feels passionately towards you. They feel that these feelings are reciprocated. I have a feeling that they are strongly trying to bring this into reality. And I also have a feeling that if you're not interested in this person, which is possible from these cards, that they are the type of person who can bring anything into reality, because they're coming up as the Magician and the High Priestess behind. So this person can probably manifest anything. You won't know it because they may not have like flash car, flash this, flash that, because they may not be interested in that sort of thing. But they're the type of person who digs and pushes until they get what they want. They're very good at looking at, I wonder whether your person's quite spiritual in some way, because they're coming across as the Hermit. You've got the High Priestess and you've got the Magician. This person thinks big and manifests what they want. And manifesting seems like a word that's just, it just means a nothing word. But people can, I do believe people can do it, because I can remember doing this with my sister probably about 8 years ago, and we drew pictures of what we wanted. And they were quite far-fetched in some ways. And I'm sat here 8 years later with exactly everything that I want. And this person is prepared to put this effort in. So if you don't want this person, whatever this person wants, they are going to get in the end. But without pushing us, there's not like a fiery pushing it. It's just basically positive thinking and working towards it. And this person is trying to work towards you. And I think they're trying to get there in small steps. But when they get there, or however attractive they find you, they almost feel as if there's too many people around or too much competition in some way. This doesn't have to be competition as in another person. It probably could be because you've got 2 3s here. I'm sorry, I think my dog's breaking in. It's gone. But it could be competition, you know, you could be moving away. It could be anything that they just feel that they just can't get close to you. But this person is not work shy when they want something. They're focused. There's something quite special about this power with your person. But I do feel that at the end, how they're acting is, you've got the Lovers, and then I'll show you these again. You've got the 3 of Swords. So I think you know that your person feels for you. You know the attraction's there, but I think you also know that they're not happy with it, and there's some sort of like heartache going on with them. I feel that's really dramatic, and I've just basically put that into one sentence and shoved it aside. Well, I'm so sorry. Right, but I'm going to sum you up. Pile number 2, really, really interesting pile. There's connection, there's attraction, and there's good communication. Your person that you have in mind is somebody who makes things happen. I think that they're trying to work towards you. I think that's top of their criteria, is to get towards you. They are tiptoeing towards you in a very powerful, if not a little bit slow manner. But don't underestimate this person, because I think they will get whatever they want. And I don't mean that in a horrible sense, but they feel blocked with you because of the competition. And I think you probably know who they are because you can feel their heartache, because they want to get close to you. Right, I'm going to finish there, pile number 2. I hope that made sense to you in some way. If any of that does, let me know. It's a really interesting pile to me, because you could almost sense the person that you're asking about. You know, that's quite strong feelings. I think your person is quite a character. It wouldn't surprise me whether they do something. I don't know how to word this, but they do something that makes them aware of how the world works below the surface. They might be the type of person that gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning because that's the best time to meditate and make things happen. And they know that and they do it. They don't just know it and think about it and go back to sleep. But there's definitely strong feelings towards you, and I think they're reciprocated. Right, I'm going to finish this. Thank you very much for listening. Please let me know if that makes sense, because I did find that one interesting. Okay, right then, pile number 3. How does your person feel, think, act when they're around you? Now, my first thoughts and feelings when I looked at this is your person has a great ego. They have a very strong ego, and I think that everybody around them knows it. I'm not saying it's a negative ego. I'm just saying it's somebody who has a big presence. It's somebody who has a feist and a twinkle behind their eyes. It's somebody who's got a large personality, who likes to be the centre, who's probably very warm, very caring, very passionate. You've got the Sun and you've got the Queen of Wands. You've got the second house here as well, which makes me think of self-esteem. With these three cards together, is making me think self-esteem rather than finances. You could know this person through work, so that is possible. But the thing that I'm picking up most is whether it's real or imagined, this person's self-esteem is strong, or it comes across as strong. There's an air of like strength and power and wisdom and presence to this person. Right, this is really strange now. I'm gonna read this. This is basically your relationship to give me a sort of a timeline. But I'm going to go straight to this because after saying that, what they think about the relationship or about you two is completely opposite from that. It's as if they're hiding. They think they need to hide, or there's pain involved, or there's uncomfortable feelings, or they need to heal, which is bizarre. I'm going to keep moving, but that's the thinking pile is healing, moving into area where they feel a little bit more sure with themselves. There's a need to rest and pull out, and there's anxiety and nightmares and fears there, which doesn't go with this person who has this warm presence. Right, this pile here to me almost doubles the effect of these two cards here, because your person at the moment is coming across as the Emperor in the way that they come across. So this person has a confidence, and it's like a controlled confidence. They come across as being powerful, and they may have lots of people underneath them in terms of like a work situation, or they may be just somebody who when they speak that people stop and listen to. They may just have that presence that some people just have. There could be a business person in charge of a lot of things, or even just a mother or father, but there's a presence. It's not somebody who shies away from people or work or responsibilities. It's somebody who's there and is accountable and wants that position in life. And with the Queen of Pentacles as well, this could be you, this could be them. It's still that feeling of established and strength and power. Right, okay. How do they feel and think? I'm wondering whether the situation with you both at the moment is not moving, because you've got the Hangman for the hopes and fears, and then you've got the Tower behind you. So the only way that I can interpret these cards is that there's a lot of thinking going on. There's a lack of movement because something has changed in the past, and it's been a big change. It's almost been like a shock. It could be to do with, you've got the Tower, I'm going to say what I'm thinking, which don't, because it's so specific, I'm trying to stop myself saying it, but I'm going to say it because it might just apply to one person. But you've got the Tower and the Three of Cups behind you, so either this could be a relationship where there's more than one person, two people involved, and then you have actually chosen this person and made them feel really good, and that's probably where this confidence is coming from. Or there might be a situation where they have seen you with a group of people, or they see you often with a group of people, and then there could be some Tower moment that's occurred where it could be anything. It could be that they've realised that you like them back, that sort of thing, because there's a confidence coming out of this pile. The Six of Wands is victory. So that it could be anything. It could be anything. But there's a feeling in the past with regards to their thoughts and their feelings of a shock with a few people involved. So it could be, this could be an affair with you, and they feel as if the cat's got the cream, or it could be that they've seen you in a group and they've realised that you could have caught each other's eye and they've realised that you feel the same. There's lots of different scenarios that you probably have to fill the blanks with that. Three of Cups is normally, it's what the card is really. It's people involved, it's like a celebration, it could be like a night out, it could be, it could be outside, it just could be a group of people. It doesn't have to be three, just more than one person. Or two probably, and then there's some sort of revelation that goes with it, but it's a shocking revelation, and this shocking revelation has led them to think that they've got, I'm going to suggest they think that they've got you, or that you've made them feel good about themselves, you've made their ego feel good, and this person likes having their ego stroked. I think this person needs to feel loved. It's like a Leo feeling that if you ignore a Leo, that's the last time you see them. That's the type of feel I get with the Sun and the Queen of Wands there. And then what they've done is they've scribbled away, and now they're trying to manifest to get more of what they want, which is basically, I'm thinking, your admiration or your approval in some way. So what are they feeling at the moment from what I've read so far? They are feeling as if they are getting fed from you. They are feeling as if what they want, you're going to give them, or that you have already given them, and that's that feeling of just feeling good about themselves. This person is quite proud. I wonder if they're quite established, but they're definitely like, life has to feed them or else they just dry up. And they think that you feed them, you make them feel good, you make life fun. And I don't know whether in the past you have shown them that you're interested, and it's just been like a new revelation to them. With a Tower card, it's almost like a shock. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and read this rest of this pile up here to see if more comes out. So now at the moment, how they're actually acting is they are trying really hard to get more of that food from you. They've got the Magician here, and they're trying to get you back in their life so they can almost redo, or what's another word for redo? I can't think. To get that feeling back that you made them feel good before. I wonder whether you have, with the Tower card here, and you're coming up as the Eight of Swords, whether you have almost thrown yourself into some form of anxiety over this, because this pile makes me think of something. Do you know when if you're quite shy, you're wishing for something, and then it happens, and it's almost like a big shock, and you're shoved out into the limelight. This is the feeling I'm getting from this. So this person appears quite powerful. You may be attracted to them and almost give them a little inkling of that you do, and then it's taken off, and you're almost like, oh my God, what have I done? Right, so I get the feeling they're just trying to make something become a reality, and this situation with you. And I think they're actually beginning to get a little frustrated, because you've got the Hangman here and you've got the Four of Cups. And then the world is almost like wrapping it up. So I'm going to go over this few cards here. This person comes into your life, and they are larger than life. They are warm, they are giving, and they need life to move with them. They need life to be exciting, and they've seen it before and they've done it before, so they know what's coming next. So here they are, they're quite regal, they're quite content, and I think that you have somehow let each other know that there's attraction there. There may be more than two people involved, or it could be just a group situation where this attraction has been basically acknowledged and reciprocated in some way. You've left them feeling really good. They might not have known that attraction was there beforehand, and so they're trying to basically get this position back, and you've tumbled into anxiety, and they don't know what's happening now. They don't know what's happening. They think you're not interested, because I think you possibly, with this card here for you, the Eight of Swords, may have pulled out a little bit. And it's almost as if they're stuck and they're wondering whether this is the end of the situation. Because this would go with how they're thinking here as well. But they're thinking as if anxiety, nothing happening, the need to heal. But their feelings for you are strong. But the Knight of Cups, hold on. I'm going to say this. I don't like to say this for every pile, because I know it's the easiest thing to say when you're reading tarot cards. But I'm going to have to say it, because sometimes it just slaps you in the face. Definitely not definite, but you've got the Knight of Cups, somebody that really feels for you. But with the King of Pentacles, this card, with just this card to me, speaks of a married man. It could be a married woman, and just with the Justice card. So it's very possible that one or you could be married. I'm going to have to say that, and I don't like saying that because it's not always the case, not very often not the case, but it could possibly be the case. If it's not that, it's that their feelings are, it's almost as if they're offering their heart to you. And I think you may know that. But this person is coming across as not mature and not making a move until they know where they stand. Which is quite possible with the King of Pentacles. He looks quite relaxed. He's sat there with his dog. He's seen everything before, and The Justice card here is balance. So he's not going to make some rash decisions, but his heart's there and he's offering his heart. But you may not see that because he's coming across more of a King of Cups than a Knight of Cups. He may look like the Knight of Cups. He may be young, but I think his energy is the King of Cups. And he's not going to throw himself into a situation with you unless he thinks he's going to get something back. Right, so how is he acting? So with all this information that you've had so far, how is he actually acting? He's acting... We've got the Ten of Pentacles here. So this person could be in a relationship and possibly with kids. Or you could be. Because there is some family bond here that keeps cropping up. I have to mention it, and I don't often think that is the case. But I'm getting it quite strong here. And you've got lots of people involved, and then the Queen of Cups. So this person is interested in somebody who's... Oh no, I can't shake that off. I do think there's a real strong possibility that this person is already in a relationship with children. I'll tell you why. I'll just tell you why, because in case you think I'm balmy, and I'll give you another option, possibly, if not, because it won't apply to everybody. But you've got the King of Pentacles, established man, or it could be woman, but they're established. And that card, if you read the card as well, which I tried to, they're at home, sat there looking as if they are established. Then you've got Justice. The Justice is like a legal binding. You've got Five of Wands, which is more than one person in a situation. It's normally like some form of competition. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. The actual picture is a family card again. And the Queen of Cups often comes up for the other person's lover. So that could be you. If it's not, if you know this person isn't married, and then how are they acting would be... It's really difficult because I can't get that out of my head now. Okay. The other possibility could be, if you were the Queen of Cups, which the Queen of Cups normally signifies somebody who's important to this person in a relationship, and this reading's about your person more so. So how they're acting could possibly be that they feel as if, Queen of Cups with Ten of Pentacles, as if they found somebody who they feel as if they could settle down with, but they know that it's not going to be easy, there's going to be lots of people involved, and it's going to be a lot of angst. If your person is not in a relationship already, and I mean an established relationship rather than just like, a week or two. Right, I'm going to sum this up and I'm going to see... Sorry, the camera clicks off after half an hour, so I must have been talking for an hour. I was just saying there's some anxiety coming from you, almost as if this is tumbleweeded into some sort of situation that's taking you by surprise as well, or it's more passionate than you thought it was going to be. And this person is still trying to make this come into reality, but they're becoming a little bit despondent because they feel like it's stuck. Something shocking has happened in the past, but now it's almost as if the excitement is running dry because there's not the movement that they would possibly want, especially if they've got all this fire in them. So how are they feeling about you? I think they feel, I can't shake this off, I'm going to say it again, if this doesn't apply, I'm really sorry. There are two scenarios, okay. Either they feel like they're married and it's really difficult, or they feel that you're marriage material because, that is possible. They feel that you are marriage or long-term relationship material. The Knight of Cups, Justice and the King of Pentacles. There's one giving love, there's one established and wants it to be sort of grounded, and the Justice card can be a contract. And then the last one was how are they acting? Sorry, I can't keep shaking it off. They're acting as if they're married. They're acting as if they're finding it difficult because they're married. Let me put some more cards on that because that's going to bug me. Because I know not everybody's married, but if you are, please let me know in the comment section because I am struggling to find something else about this that isn't marriage. Because to me it's coming up like there's attraction there and this person is married. Okay, right, okay, let me ask. If this person's not married, what's going on? If this person's not married, so how are they feeling? I don't know. There's still that feeling of this person is trying to be really mature about this situation. There's passionate feelings and they want to communicate, but they feel as if there's some heartbreak here. So this Tower card behind with these three people, there are different scenarios here. This is really, it's not difficult to read, it's just there's lots of different ways it possibly could be taken, which is good because if there's more than two people watching this, it's going to resonate with more people, hopefully. Another scenario could be, if this isn't like a established man or woman in a relationship, possibly with a family, with this Tower and this Three of Cups behind, I can't shake it off. It's as if there's, I don't know. I think one of you is in a relationship. I can't shake this one off. Right, okay. I'm going to have to leave this, to be honest, because I know I've got to say it again. I'm just getting the same message every time. I'm really trying to think of alternatives. But to me, this speaks so strongly of one of you or both of you already committed. You've got lots of King cards here and like an ending and a shock. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles with anxiety with the Page of Cups. So this is children. This is more than, one man or one woman in a relationship. I don't know what sex either of you are or whether you're both the same sex, but there's definitely, to me, a feeling of commitment to somebody somewhere else. And I can't shake that off. And I'm really sorry if I've got that wrong. I'm trying my best to look for alternatives. If it's different, let me know. But, okay, that's all I can get from this. Or I'm going to be here for like 4 hours saying the same thing. How they feel about you. Excited, passionate, and tentative. Because I feel that they can't get what they want from you because of other people in the relationship. What do they think about you? They feel like they can't move with you, and they've gone into some sort of state of anxiety, which I don't think is natural to their personality, because I think they're quite big thinkers, big people, warm and open, and it's almost like they're mulling it over a lot, and almost their disposition may have changed slightly. There's a lot of overthinking and anxiety going on here. How do they act when they're around you? I think they find it difficult to communicate because I think one of you is committed somewhere elsewhere. There could be kids involved, there would be just different people. Right, pile number 3, please let me know if this is true, because I think I'm going mad and I can't really see much else here. So I am going to have to stop there. If it's something different, if your relationship is different, some of it's rang true but I've not interpreted the cards as well as I could have done, please let me know, because it'd be really interesting to me. Not that I can watch myself back, because it's not nice. Please let me know. It would help. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope there was something in that, because it was quite strong. But I'm always really reluctant to say committed elsewhere. but that one was hard to get away from. Right, thank you. Well, they're not committed elsewhere, then you will know. And it's not a case of you don't know. It was no like secrecy behind it, isn't it? Something you don't know, and this person's like being a bit sly. I didn't get that at all. It's just the fact I think it's quite open if it is so. Right, thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again. Bye.